I'll figure out how to put them together, an easy way to access them to send it.
Right now, it appears in Diana's Chazorah, right?
I don't know. No, it's in the. Okay, good. Okay, one
In the
second.
what?
No,
In
it's in the I think it's in the main in the other in the main group.
Yeah, in the Choshen Mishpat
But
group.
what I'll see if I can just playlist it. I'll see if I can just playlist it and like
I'm
this,
taking a
like
look
this, there'll
at
be one link that you can find everything, and you don't have to look around for
it's
links.
under Leman Yilmadu?
No, meaning
No?
under the group, under that group, yeah.
I don't know. I don't seem to have it. Is that possible, Sajjana?
1 second, just the.
When was the last time you put it in?
It's that. Well, that's the thing. They're not pinned, so it's gonna be the lot like going a bit back.
Oh,
No? No. No? No.
That means it's not. You see it on? You found one on there.
I saw one. Yeah.
Yeah. So the problem is, then you have to keep going back. So like this is why I'm saying it's better. I'll make it into a playlist, and then you can go to the same
It's
link.
under the caption is Shulchan Aruch Choshen Mishpat.
Yeah.
Fantastic. If you can do it, I'll tell you why. Because quite honestly, I'm writing this, and I.
Right. So if you want to go back and check something,
Of
and it's in
course.
a certain SIF, you can just go
Why
look
should I
back that
call?
one.
Why should I call you asking you something that I know already? You know what I'm saying? This
Because
is what can.
why? Because it's fun for me when you call me.
Yeah, but I believe me, I love calling you. I love talking to you. But is it fair? That's my
Yeah.
question. Du bist doch vernommener Mensch.
Okay, if people are going to be unfair with me, let them all be unfair with me in that way.
Andere, but glaub mich, I was telling Avi the other day, since my yeshiva years, and I learned with other people, I haven't had a mefalpel that could be mefalpel like with you. Man
Indeed,
kennt sich.
indeed.
It's like, right? It's not. It's also, so you're learning by yourself, by what's called, but the pasha to have a chevent, yeah, it's
But
unbelievable.
you know, when we speak
It's a
it
big
over,
bracha.
I
It's a
write
big
my
bracha.
notes. I write my notes over here, as we speak, and I really mamish put it like any kvetch that we have. Believe me that even for the farher will help you because you
Yeah,
show that
because right because
you show you
the
show
yeah,
that you're not short for words. Okay,
100%. Okay, Dalit.
okay, mag ich
Yeah, yeah,
also wie mein Name ist
absolutely.
Chazan. Kann ich sein der Chazan? Sie
Yeah,
nicht.
yeah. The Chazan
Yeah,
is the Chazan. Yeah.
yeah, okay. Keitzer din apoel shechozer boy.
By the way, not just the Chazan. You're the Chazan Rishon, and he's the Chazan Sheni.
Okay, let's
Yeah.
I mean, at least let me till I get into it. Keitzer din apoel shechozer boy acher shehischil. Lomer zogen. Let's say that he started working, right?
Right.
And shechozer boy. Who's shechozer boy? Who was chozer?
So the pale.
The poil was chozer, right?
Yeah.
And what's the din? So then shomin loy mashe osa v'noitel. You shut up. You estimate
Yeah.
how much he did, how much work he did. You evaluate v'noitel, and he takes his salary.
Right.
Zogt der Ramo. Hukra hameloche. If the price for his
Bain
work has
Bain Hukre. Bain.
ben hukra sai, if it went up, oi huzla, oi went down, he gets the agreed upon thing, right? The agreed
Right.
whatever it was.
So they agreed. They agreed $10 an hour.
It
He
stays
quit.
$10 an hour.
Well, so he quits in middle after so they figure out how many hours did you work? 3.5 hours
At $10 an hour.
$35. Yeah. $10 doesn't make a difference if
Doesn't
now
make a
it would be
difference,
it would
right?
cost 12. Now it
Right.
would cost 8. Yeah. On but based on what you agreed. Yeah.
Yeah, based on what he agreed.
Yeah.
Weiter. Okay. ודווקא שחוזר סתם, אבל אם חוזר מכוח יויקר, אין שומעים לו.
You're right.
But if he quit, right? Because
Right, meaning we said before in Gimel,
מכוח יויקר means that because he feels he's entitled
because
to
he wants to try to squeeze more money out. Meaning we said before in Gimel. A payil, why? Meaning a payil, why can he quit in middle? Because avodim lakadosh baruch hu v'leila avodim la'avodim.
Yeah.
Fine.
This is a schir yom, right? This is
Yeah. This is right. Yeah. Not a kablan.
Not a kablan. A kablan has to
A
finish his work.
kablan has is yodel al tachtoina.
Yeah, always.
And sometimes not even yodel al tachtoina. Sometimes even more. If the work can't, if you can't leave him high and dry v'chulu. Right. So the
okay. Mikach yos ain't shemin loy mitzuzogen. Megitem no. You only give him what the agreed upon price. That's what it means, right?
No, so that not just in shame, meaning if he's allowed to quit and get his pay.
Yeah.
Why? Because le'avadim la'avadim. So we
Yes.
make a special thing that we allow him to quit. But that's if he says, for example, I don't like the work. The work is hard. He's an eved. Here, he's trying to make a business thing out of it. He has this thing. So now he's gonna try to squeeze you for the money.
What's ancient? You don't give him anything at all.
And right, we don't. So that's a good question. What is ancient leitake? What's the how does that play out? Meaning he can't quit. You don't pay him. What?
I'll tell you what it means.
I don't
It means
know
to say men rechnet sich nicht mit dem. You give him, you take your $10 and
Right.
bye, Charlie. You
Right.
can't say shot over here means that you don't pay him at all, because just because he put his foot in his mouth.
Right. The bottom line is he worked.
He worked exactly.
Right.
So you can't say that. Ein shemin lo means that he doesn't have a taina.
Right. Yeah. Meaning he can't come and tine it to you
Yeah.
and say pay me more because the amounts went up. And you can tell him,
Now,
no, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
is-
I'm not paying you more. You want
Yeah.
you could stay and do the work at this price, or you could go goodbye Charlie. And not just that, if you want to go goodbye Charlie, you have no tinus on me. I'm not I'm not paying you any more than we agreed on.
The difficulty with this shot that we both agreed to is the words of the Ramah at the beginning. It seems to be redundant and repetitive. It says, Ben hukra melocha oi huzlo. Und bin schon gesagt, als megitem nor.
Right.
So it's a little bit redundant if we learn like this. But I can't for a moment.
Well, that's why that's the reason I'm questioning the lotion of Ein Sheminly.
Me too. But logic dictates that surely he should have to get paid something. He had to pay him, right?
Right. So what's maintain Ein Sheminly? That what's Ein Sheminly telling me new that I don't know already?
There's a Lamed Vov over here. Let me take a look. Who this is? Is it the Choshen? No.
No, the Lamed, that's just Ein Sheminly. That's the lay from Ein Sheminly.
That's it. Yeah. Tur B'Shem Ri.
Yeah.
You want to take a look at the tour or not?
Wait, what's this? What's the Zion right before? See the Zion right before?
Yeah.
Where maybe that is something with this.
Sorry, 1 second.
That's Pischit Shova. Ayin Mashakosov Le'il Simin Gimel Sifkot and Dalid. So let's look in Pischei Tshuva Sif Cotton Dalid.
Where's Simon Gimel? What do you mean by that?
Seif Gimel.
Simon Dalet.
Sif
Cotton Dalet.
Dalid.
Okay.
Let me see where that is. And I'm guessing he's talking here. The Chesed by Bechetzi Hayim. So he's talking about Hischil Apel b'Melacha v'Chazer by Bechetzi Hayim. That's Mechaber says, right?
But where are you talking about Gimel?
Yeah, right in the beginning of Gimel.
And Sifkot Dalet, we're saying,
right?
right?
Sifkot Dalet and Pischei Tshuva. So he says.
1 second, give me a minute. V'chozer b'chatzi hayom, I'm betshuvas Shabbos Yoir, Simon Kuvav.
Love.
Wow, look at this.
All along, you see this Pischei Tshuva.
Yeah, but l'choyer yesh mokom leistapek shema davke me'poel choizer me'hayoim poel l'shum odom. Miyois poel l'shum odom. Because
then what's the difference? He's going me'avdus li'avdus.
Ooh, dinoy kedin kablan.
You see, this changes the whole thing on its head.
There was a swal to say that if he has work elsewhere, you shouldn't give him anything.
Right, because and the truth is the Chavasiyah, even though the Pischei Tshuva seems to imply we don't listen to this, but it makes sense. But what's the difference? You're going me'avdus li'avdus.
Fine. Rak mipnei shenemar kili bnei Yisrael avodim lo olim kniyas ha'odoin bekule ha'ichule oid ha'yo oile.
Right, so meaning basically you can't acquire this person. So even he went to another balabas, he didn't go to another balabas. That's not the point. The point is li'avodim is no balabas can really acquire him.
Yeah, so therefore he should get his money.
So therefore it doesn't make a difference. Right. So therefore it doesn't make a difference if he goes to another balabas or not, or he goes into his own business. He's either way. He's not considered like a kablan. He's still yod aliyena here.
Oid hoyoy le'aladas lechalek bein eved le'shivcho. Gerät zu mechalek sein zwischen a Knecht und a Dienst, right? Veloimar ki ish Yisrael shechai b'chol hamitzvah shapi tochin chulu. Mikamokum need that what? And therefore, on him
he has a chiyuv mitzvah, so it's more by a man.
On him applies, I think.
Applies right.
Okay.
Why? Because all the mitzvahs apply to him. That's the avodim.
But then he says it doesn't say, I can't do what he says, it doesn't make a difference.
Yeah.
V'hine, ma depshita leile hagon anal de'af im hoylech hapoel mibal habayis ze v'niskel eitzel acher aminen poel choizer boy v'yodoy al elyoina. Right?
Yeah.
L'choyre loy nidali midivre hatur b'shem Rabbi Yos. B'shem the re. This is what he said before in the this is what we're looking for. The Hevioi Haramo Beseif Shacher Zeh. You see?
Here we go. Yeah.
This is it. We found it. So, sorry, let me just underline this because I know that I'm going to be. Yeah, the af mishahoylech hapoim balabay ze v'nitzkar hoysei amrinen poel choyzer boy biyodol alyoina, and he gets his money. Lechol loy nideli bedivre hatur b'shem ri. והביאו הרמו בסעיף שאחר זה שכוסר דף שכוסר סתם. האם חוזר מכוח יויקר אין שוימם לוי. Right? כסר הבח, נירה דתאמוי, דכיוון דסחיר יוים לא מוציא חוזר אל משום דכסיב עבודיהם. Right?
Yeah.
אם כן דווקא בכל בסתם, תלינן שאינו חופש לעבוד יויסר. Even if בפועל it does go, but if he says stam, he doesn't come up with a reason.
Then right, then we're we're
This is a very, very darkest dikalomdische Zach.
Yeah.
Because Cole's man that he's not mefaret, what he does really is
right.
none
Then
of our concern.
We're maslate on that.
We must say that it's
Yeah.
a lomdische Zach. This,
Yeah.
practically he could be doing the same thing, except one by keeping quiet he gets his money, and or by speaking it out where he won't.
Right
get his
now,
money.
now it's Giludaites. Yeah.
ואם כן, גולי דייטה דניחלי בעבודה, אם משם לא בעל הבית כפי היוקר, אין שם ממלוי. That's the pshat.
So here's the what I believe he's saying here.
He's saying because he spoke, he made kalia.
Is we don't pay him his money.
Yeah.
Meaning we pay him, but basically we now he turns into a kablin. We treat him like a kablin.
I want to tell you something. It was so important to learn
because he was megala his das that he has no problem with avdus. It's just a money thing.
You should know something that it was so important to see this pischat tshuva.
Yeah, no, but this answered exactly. This was this explained the whole thing. The thing, like you said before, you said, so what's he being mechadish here? If he said that already, so then ain't shaman like can't mean that. But this is the thing. I'm so happy we're doing.
Yeah, this is mamish is giving us.
It's not just a general paraphrasing. What's it called? There's the lashonis make a difference.
And then he says, he finishes off, Vehochi mistavra. This is what it says over in the Tshuva. This is what the Tur, Beshem Hari.
Yeah.
I would like to know the exact address of the Tur, but that's like it's sehr wichtig. It's very, very important that what we just did right now. Do you realize that?
Yeah, it changes the whole
perspective.
The whole thing. Now it changes the psak halacha.
Yeah,
it means that ein shayman means that he now takes on the halacha of a kablin. That's what ein shayman means.
Does he take the
not just we don't? But then my other problem with ein shayman
I don't think he becomes a kablin. I tell you what he
does.
does.
He becomes a kablin. It's clear he becomes a kablin.
Okay, I'll tell you the way I see it, and then you'll tell me what you think. I think all he's saying is you become ois avodim.
But meaning.
In other words,
what you do is that you reveal that your problem. Here's why a schir yom has this benefit, because if you don't want to work because you don't want to be an eved, the Torah gives you that ability. Here he's megala das that he has no problem being an eved. He's just trying to shake you down. So since he doesn't have a problem being an eved, the whole thing of avodim li v'lo avodim lavodim stops applying to him, meaning he becomes like a kablin.
Does become like I don't see it that way. I don't know.
Ain't shaman as opposed to just meaning we don't, because negotiating you can always negotiate. This is Choshen Mishpat. You can negotiate whatever you want.
No, he's trying to shake him down.
If the guy comes to you and says, "Give me $12 more, or I'll quit."
Or I quit. Yeah.
Fine, you're allowed to give him $12 if you need him, and you say, "Listen, I'll give you the $12." People ask for raises all the time. Okay, but the thing is, so what's ein shaman lay? Ein shaman lay means, but now you are megala das that you have no problem with avdus. You're just trying to shake somebody down for the money. So now, listen, you can leave take, but you're no longer getting that benefit of avodim li v'lo avodim lavodim.
Right.
Why? Because you were megala das that's not what your problem is. The whole reason is this is schwer for me the arbeit, and I'm feeling like an eved, and I shouldn't feel like an eved. I'm an eved to the Eibishter. Right. So fine. So
you're saying
as long as he didn't say nothing. As long as he didn't say nothing, fine. So we're masla for him that he's feeling avdus. But the second he's showing that it's about the money, so he has no problem with the avdus. He loses the benefit of avodim li. Which means he's now yodel atachtoina. He's like a kablin.
He's like a kablin, but he's not a kablin.
He's not a kablan, he's a schir yom, but we treat him like a kablan.
We treat him like a kablan.
Meaning if it's going to
I understand that.
If it's going to cost me more for the next schir yom to finish your work, I'm going to take that out of your salary. I'm going to pay you, but I'm not going to pay your full salary. If the next guy's going to cost me more, I'm deducting it from you and not from me because you lost your benefit of avodim li. So from the financial perspective on how we estimate his money, he's treated like a kablan. That we go by the work that's remaining to be done and not the work that he did already.
Okay.
It explains the whole thing. The whole thing sits good now. The whole thing didn't sit good. What does it mean? Ain't shaman like? We don't listen. You don't have to listen. You can either negotiate with him, not negotiate with him. I can negotiate with him if I want to, but what does it mean? Ain't shaman like? Especially we already said that he can't leave mitzad the yeker mitzad the that we pay.
Let me jetzt lernen der Ramo noch einmal. Das ist in der Ramo.
Yeah.
Okay, let me base Yosef mit der Mechaber. Keitze den Apoel, wenn der Poel hat Choser gewinnt nachher, שיתחיל שומין לו מה שעשו נויטל, בין הוקר המלאכה, אוי הוזלו. דווקא שחוזר סתם.
Right, so meaning we pay him what? We pay him whatever he worked. It doesn't make a difference how much it's going to cost the balabas to hire the next guy. It's irrelevant.
If he wants his money, he better not say it because I want more money.
Right. Why? Because avodim li. That's why.
Aber im Choizer, mikoyach yoiker ensham. So let me ask you a question. You remember I had a big problem in the previous Seifim when he says that he has to come up with a good reason. Du gedenkst, der sagt sie nicht. Darf kommen mit der, do you remember that?
So that's what do you call it? That's by we spoke about the idea is he a mechusar amana even and
so
but that's different. All of that.
That's before you go to work, no?
Yeah.
But not once you go to work. Once you go to work, it's the whole thing.
Because there he has only ein elataromes, right? And the only question is, and it will depend on if we hold like the tour or if we hold like the other place game. Either he's by the tour says that no, he's even a mechusar amana, he's not, and the other place can hold no, he is a mechusar amana. Just what does he mean? Is meaning he doesn't have a claim. He doesn't have a monetary claim. That's all before. Yeah, correct.
Okay, it's good to remind ourselves that here all the aforementioned things that we've spoken about now is talking about he started working already, and then it's a different category.
Right now the whole thing changed. Right, because before also. When we spoke about if you notice in the other seifim, we didn't draw a distinction between a kablan and a schir yom really.
Right.
Doesn't make a difference. It's the same thing. He didn't go to work yet, so it's only tarumis. It's not. There's no money to figure out because there's no money. There's no money case. Here he started working. Now we have a money case. So now there's going to be a difference between a kablan, the understanding between and the truth is even here really there wouldn't be. Really, it should be the same thing. But what? We know we have this special thing in V'lei avodim la'avodim, where once he started working, the payel gets a special benefit that a kablan doesn't have.
Right.
Unless, like here, right? Unless, like we said, v'dav kikish chazar stam. So if chazar stam, he gets this benefit.
Okay, very good. So we can invite again, yeah?
Yeah.
Where did you mention the im kablan who and oiber is a kablan shomin loy ma she'osid lasois.
Right.
So who's the basic? What does that mean? If the kablan
meaning for a payil, we count it based on what you did.
Right,
and we pay you what you did. It doesn't make a difference how much more money it's going to cost the balabas to finish the job. That's not his problem. A kablon, it is his problem. How much it's going to cost you to finish the job.
Im kablen hu, and if the kablen quit, right?
Yeah.
So then all he gives him Shomil my shosi laso is ben shehuza ben sichon ben shelahuzla ben shehuzla melocho achkach ben sheloi huza shomil loi ma sheosi laso is ketzat
Yeah.
kibel mimenu komelik tzoi b'shtei sloim o shekibel etzat milasos kach v'kach chaviyos shel yayin, right?
Yeah.
Kotzer chetzia v'niach chetzia. That's one case. Or beged laroig b'shtei sloim orek chetzio v'hiniach chetzio shomi loy ma sheosid lasoid. Moyo shove vov dinrim nois loy shekel. O yigmir ha-melachton. V'imoyo nishar yofesh nedinin. Also, it's very hard. Here, also you don't give him the full amount.
Right, by Kablan, you don't give him the full amount. Well, it depends.
Here, it's a different nusach. Here is a zoy. In the case of a kablan, how much was the total? The agreed upon price for the total melocha. Then you look how much he did, and you deduct that from the
No, not what he did. Not what he did. The
not
other
what
way,
he did. But you focus on the melocha.
No, but you look at what he still has to do.
Yeah, how much?
And for example.
Yeah, like he says over here. Let's say
Yeah.
he paint 4 walls. It costs you $40, right?
Yeah.
And he painted 2 walls. You give him $20.
No, you don't give him $20.
No,
you give him how much it's gonna cost. How much it's gonna cost to finish those 2 remaining walls, and he gets the remainder. So that's the primary.
Because the nafkamina, what you're saying is, since you're gonna have to get somebody new,
right? So
and you first have to hit.
If the other guy is cheaper or the same, I'll give you your $20. But you're not marviach anything. I'll give you your $20. Why? Because I was able to complete the work at or under the price that you gave me. But now what happens? Somebody else. You're gonna come to me, come paint my 2 walls.
Yeah.
I'm going to tell you, it's not worth it for me to paint 2 walls for 20. You'll say, you'll tell me for 4 walls, you would have charged me how much? I'll tell you 40, just like him. And say,
the other guy gets nothing then.
Right. And then I'll tell you, listen, it's for me to paint 2 walls and 4 walls. It's the same setup, the same schlep, the same, what's it called? So I'm sorry for 2 walls. I'm not going to do it for 20. I'm going to charge you
40.
25.
I'm doing it for 40.
Fine, if that's valid, meaning
so the question is, can he say that, and then the other guy doesn't get a penny?
It's not so much what he said. It's shamanly. It's not about what the particular guy says. It's what's the market for this, shamanly. So a regular painter.
If the market is $40, whether it's 4 walls or 2 walls.
Right, then I'm sorry, you get nothing, right?
That's what I'm saying.
If two walls, it's not mamish $40, but the guy's not going to charge you 20 because it's a $5 setup fee.
Right.
That was including the 40. So I'm sorry, but I'm going to have to charge you 25. So fine, then the other guy gets a 15. I'll pay you 15 because it cost me 25 to finish it.
Right. Okay, so he says, so then he says, "Mashosid lasois imo yoshavt in din noises a shekel ikbiru melachton imo yonishar yofesh nedinin ein noises los sela shal lo yosu elo chetz melocha והנה הוא בעל הבית חויזר בוי דינו כקבלון שיודע לתחתונה."
Yeah.
How does that play out?
Meaning the balabas is basically the way it plays out is that he has to what do you call it? He has to pay the
Poil.
He has to pay, and even if the guy's a kablan, he still has to pay him what he has to pay him the work that he did, not the
kablan. No, I'm talking the kablan. He pays him the work that he did.
That's if the kablan
right.
was chayzer. Here, what if the balabas was chayzer?
1 second, and he pays him like a poil, then, right?
Then you basically if the balabas pulls out, whether on a payil, whether on a kablan, he has yod yala tachtaina, meaning he can no longer tell the kablan how much you have left to do, how much you don't have left to do.
So he pays him for the work done. You have
to pay him for what he did.
Yeah.
And that what I'm wondering though is it just you paying for what he did, or yod yala tachtaina means now this guy's going to have to find another job, and what if he found a job for cheaper? It's going to come out of your money, right? So let's turn the situation. The same situation, 4 walls, right? 4 walls, $40.
Yeah.
He did 2 walls, and the balabas tells him stop, forget it, I'm done. And the kablan says, well listen, now I'm only going to get a job to do somewhere else. I'm not going to get the other $20. I'm only going to get the $15.
Look at it at the nesivas. Today we've been very lucky because we've hit on very good kashas.
And they're explained even.
Yeah, mashma shem hukra. Babas choize ba dino kekablon, right?
Yeah.
Mashma shem hukra shebarabayis itzarech liten be'ad hagmar vov dinrin. Shoysen lehapoyel vov dinrin be'ad chatzi. So it's more than just he has to pay him the work done at a pro rate.
At the higher rate.
At the high rate that it became now.
Yeah.
It's very important, don't you think so?
Yeah, that's this is a dollars and cents nafkamin here.
Mashma zim hukra shebalabayis yitztach item be'ad hagmar vov dinin shenoisen הפועל ווב דינין בעד החצי. כמו שכוסף הטור, I guess the Smeh is going to deal with this. I don't know where. In Siv Cotton Tez Zion.
That's already way before. What was Tez Zion?
ולכוירה תימה, דמי לא כלומר שאם אין לו לפועל פעולו אחרת,
there's a whole Tez Zion is a smeh. It's going to be a smeh in the beginning of this seif, and it takes up the whole. It's a long smeh. So I guess he's going to deal with it there.
We learned it already. Obviously, we did.
No, it's this seif. The beginning of this seif. We didn't learn it yet.
With Tez Zion in Shin Lamed Gimel.
Yeah. It's the beginning of this seif. We didn't do the smeh yet on this seif. It's on Siv Dalet, the first smen in Siv Dalet.
Oh wow! 1 second, please. Give me a second because I'm a little. Yeah, you're quite right. This is a very very ikasdika smeh. Okay, well, when we'll
so yeah, when we go into the smeh, we'll do it.
We'll do this smeh. We'll start working it. שחד יש לא צורך חצי מלוכה, אבל חוי זה בדין קבלה של התחתינה. כבוד זוגן הזויר, are we able to learn tomorrow for a few minutes or not? I'm already worried for tomorrow.
Look, the Nesivus is asking what I asked.
Yeah, that what?
The lechura tema da mayle ka amar sheim ein lepeil pu'ula acheres lases the tzarich l'shalim li kol dmei malachti. If he can't find another a worker now, he should have to pay him the whole thing.
That's in the case where the balabos is choizer.
Yeah, That's what he's talking about. So I guess we're going to have to learn this Smet in order to understand this Nesivis, basically.
Yeah. Okay. Well, had an aloch on this.
But that's what I would think. I would think Yodel Atachtaina means that you pay him whatever
No, he's
it takes
asking.
To make him complete. But apparently the Smet doesn't translate.
Barabos achoizer boy dino atachtoino that he should have to pay him what? Mishalem mashe. Oh, du willst sagen as mishalem mashe also yeshalem loy hakoil.
Right. That's what I or depending, meaning if he can find another, if he can complete the job somewhere else, fine. Meaning that's the idea of Yodel Atachtaina. Yodel Atachtaina means. I have to make you complete based on what you're losing out from now having to get a job.
Everybody's different.
Okay, but what if there is no other jobs? So he should have to pay him the whole. Meaning the Balabas should lose the whole thing.
So I think what he's asking is in other words, let him go and make it so like this. When he says over here, yeah, and like this, Islay avoida cheres. So then
you just pay the difference. Yeah.
But what if it went up? Even it went up.
Right. Right. You have to pay him Masha Asa, even though he's a Kablin, even right.
Yeah, but he is saying that Ubarabai is a choizer boy. By we're talking about an Eved over here, right? A schiriyoim, sorry, not Eved, a schiriyoim meshalem loy yoda tachtoy meshalem loy mashe also, yeah. 1 second. Im yesh loy avoida acheres. Veim ein loy avoida acheres. You
should have to pay him the whole thing because he wasn't right. Because you have to make him. So meaning because the bottom line is.
Yeah, you should differentiate.
You should have to make him complete.
Exactly, because the main thing is that he shouldn't lose out of it. Remember, he's not right. Quitting. He didn't quit.
Yeah.
It's a Barabas who quit. So what the Rama is saying that surely he shouldn't be the victim.
Right, and not only that, that's the whole point of Yodel Atachtaina, is the Nesivis is saying, is that fine? I'm cutting this thing off, but I have to make sure that you don't take a loss by me cutting this thing off.
Exactly.
Right. It's
anyway,
but to really understand what his kasha is, we're gonna have to see what the smell.
Okay, we finished now the Sif Dalet. Now we should turn back and start doing
Yeah, I believe so. I have another half hour.
That's like to 10:30. You can learn?
Yeah.
Good. Okay. Mekani mit Hashem morgen lernen eine halbe short, a short Zeit, morgen finish. I know it's Erev Shabbos. It's not easy.
If people are want to, I'm happy to try to find some.
Friday.
Even we have here this just one page of two 1 page the half a page of Smeh, and then we have the 1.5 pages of Shach. Even if we can finish and then we're ready to start Sif Hey,
but for tomorrow, yeah. You mean for tomorrow to do Sif Hey tomorrow? In other words,
yeah. I would love to.
Yeah. Okay. Let me go start. 20 wie schwer das ist. You know, let's see. Kate didn't appoint the Chazor. When the point betur hoisi beprote dinim elu vegam dinim elu shekosu na bechaber mevuorin beloshoino yoiser. He's more detailed.
Right, so we can and since the mechaber took this from the Tur, we can better understand the mechaber by looking in the Tur.
והנה אני העתק בשינוי לושן קצת כדי לקצר ולתוספת ביור. התחיל גם כן בפועל כפועל, ובכוס זה לשוני. והפועל אם הוא שכיר יום יכול לחזור בוי. Heute der Point ist das Schirjoim, kann zurückziehen, yeah? He can pull back. אפילו בחצי יום ביודו אל העליונה.
Right.
Who's the yodo? The poil, right?
Yeah, the poil, yeah.
כגון, שסחורוי בעד חסדינן ליום, ועושו אימוי חצי יום, ואפילו אם נתיקרוי שצור...
So Nisiakro, it became more expensive
עוד
now.
שניסייקרו, אפילו אם ניסייקרו, sorry. אפילו אם ניסייקרו שצורך ליתן לאחר מצי יום, אני של ווב דינן, אפילו אוכי צורך ליתן להרישון דל דינן, בחצי יום שעושו. ולא אמרינן לא ייתן לו אלו בייס דינן, כדי שתגמר לו מלוכס היום בחס דינן, כמו שהיסנה.
Right, which is how we say by a kablin, right?
Right. The dafka
a kablin, if it's going to cost me vav dinin to finish the work, then I'm only giving you base dinin because I need to end up at ches, like we agreed in the beginning. But by a payil, no. By a payil, even if it's going to cost me vav dinin to finish the work, so which means I'm going to end up at 10 dinin instead of the ches that we originally contracted. Doesn't make a difference. I still have to pay you your dollar dindrin. That's shaman lechatziyim.
Even though, right? Even though that for him to get somebody to finish the other part, it's going to cost him 2 extra dinner.
Yeah.
You're not allowed to deduct the two dinner from the first worker.
Right.
You cannot take the 2 dinner.
Even and it's important to stress here, even though like logically speaking, it should be that way. It's only like this because of layavodim lavodim. It's a thing from the Torah that flies in the face of logic, because logically there should be no difference between a schir yom and a kablin. You started working and you messed me over. Now it's going to cost me more to finish the job, so I'm going to deduct that from you. That makes sense. Whether for a kablin, whether for a schir yom, that's what makes sense. But Elomai, the Torah says le'avodim la'avodim, and therefore he's going to have yodi al el.
Here we go.
Yeah, here. Yeah.
ודווקא שחוזר סתם. Aruch Choser machmas hayoiker ein shoymim loy. Kedemasik muram betam deloy nisyap bekoyach hapoel kedei shistaker mois. The Siba Favos.
He gives a different reason.
He says the reason why the Torah gave you the thing of the power to the schir yoim, that he's Ebed LeHashem and not Levet to is not.
It's not for you to profit off of.
He shouldn't act like a muscle man, you know.
Right, this isn't for you. Right, this isn't for you to profit off of. This is because I shouldn't have been Eved.
Here, this is it. This is
meaning like you have to follow the spirit of the thing.
Exactly. Very good. 1 second. So then.
So that's if hukra.
That Now let's take a look at.
Now in whose law?
Mind you. Okay, fine. So on the one hand, we're not saying it's all black for the Eved either, because you see that he gets his 4. He didn't as spoken, right?
Yep, he gets prorated whatever for whatever.
Yeah, he's getting a pretty good deal considering. He's not going to get the 6.
He's getting a better deal than he deserves.
He deserves, right? Because he quit. Remember, והוא הדין נמי אם הוסדה שיוכל לגמור חצי יום הנישה בייס דינרין וצורך ליתן ווב דינרין.
And by the way, I don't think everybody agrees with this.
What does that mean? Does it mean to say that he gets six?
Meaning, we're not even looking at we're not looking at what you did.
We're looking at how
many hours. Mitzad, how many hours it was completed. We're looking is yodi ala helyena. So if it's going to cost the balabas more, he has to eat it. And on the flip side, we're giving him another benefit that if it's going to cost him less, you the payil get that amarviach that. And not everybody agrees with this because they say, why should he be paid when he didn't work?
Right.
This is not everybody agrees. I don't remember if the Shach's going to bring it. Somebody's going to bring it.
He says, the
Shach is going to argue on this, I think. Right, so this is how he's looking at Yoda al Yoina, is it goes both ways.
Right.
So basically, the balabas is losing out on both sides.
Anyway, Merke Biyoda means the balabas only holds on to two.
Right, meaning we agreed ches. We agreed ches. It's only going to cost you two to finish it. So you don't hold on to my other two. You have to give me the other that two also. Because why? So you should end up at ches.
Yeah,
which is an extremely unfair thing. Because now you're hitting the balabas on both sides.
Yeah, but balabas is not losing anything.
If because it has to
in
be
the case
balanced.
In the case of Huzla, it's not losing anything.
Yeah, but in the case of Hukra, I would have lost.
Yeah.
So what? So why now in the case of Huzla I should lose what's it called? So here I'm giving you your four that we agreed on. That's already more than what you know.
Yeah, I think I remember that I recall some sort of
and the Shach's not gonna like this either.
Yeah. But
and the other reason not gonna like it is Aschir Yoim, by his nature, he's not working for the job, he's working by the hour. So what's your svara? He should get paid more than the hours he worked. Meaning a kablin.
Yeah.
A kablin. So it's about did you finish the job or not, and how much does it cost me to finish the job? A schir yom, you worked 4 hours. You didn't work the 8 hours. I should pay you for hours you didn't work. A schir yom by its nature is hour based.
Right.
But according to the Smeh, that if it's only going to cost him 2, so the payil is marviach on Huzla.
Okay, so this is the Loshen Atur started with a poyel, right? And now we're going to start with Imu Kablon.
Yeah.
Das ist schon a zweiter Meister.
Yeah, but the even though the Shach's not going to agree with how he ties this up, but the Smez he lays it out very, very nicely here already. For this game, he clarifies exactly what we're talking about.
שקיבל לו מלוכה בכך וכך.
Right, Pirush.
פירוש אינו כעבד שמלאכת רבוי מוטלת עליו לעשות כל כזה בהפסק, אבל אם גוימר מלוכה שקיבל עליו איזו שעה ביום שייצא וכדרך כל בעל הבית או איזו מלוכה שלא למכור להסתכל בו, משום הוכי גם הוא אינו יכול להחזיר בו. אם חוזר בו יודע על התחתונו. The same way as the balabos can be choizer. So the Kabbal shouldn't be choizer also.
Which is fair. Fair is fair.
Yeah.
I can't be chazer. Why you can be chazer?
Right. ואם חוזר בו יודע תחתונו, שאם קיבל עולב המלוכו. Right?
Yeah.
וחץ דינין, ועושו חציו, וחוזר בו ונסייק למלוכו, שיהיה אפשר לגורם אלו בבוב דינין, לא ייתן לו אלו בס דינין, כדי שתגמר מלאכתו בחץ כפי מה שהייתה.
Right, so that's fair. Fair is the bala is we agreed the job's going to cost me 8. Now you're quitting. The job is still going to cost me 8. And if it's going to
כפי
cost
מה
it,
שהיסנה ואם אינו יכול לגוים רוי בפוחס מחס דינרין, und Oiber kennt das nicht ständigen, ja?
yeah,
Mit weniger wie 8 Dinren, ein und 19 Leu Klum, geht ihm gar nicht. You see,
yeah,
this is what I said. Do you remember me saying this or not?
yeah.
I wasn't wrong.
No,
Oy,
you're right.
oy, oy. Yeah, I remember you said...
The only question becomes, so what if it costed him Tess? Now what? So if you remember, we had if it cost him Tess,
yeah,
then it depends if you're holding his kalim or not. You can't go and you the claim malachte. You can't go extract money from him. But if you're in possession of his claim malacha, you can sell them.
Oh, that's the next one. No, that's the next piece. Umihu im nisyakro harbe. Yeah?
Yeah, right. Even more.
שצורך ליתן עליה יויס מס שפוסק אימוי, אינו צורך לשלם לוי מכיסוי כלום. What's that about?
Meaning the Kablan does not have to pay him out of pocket.
Yeah. Statute of limitations.
Right. It's limited. It's limited to how much it's limited to you can pay him nothing. That's what it's limited to.
Yes.
But you can't go and claim additional damages.
You can't sue him for more.
Right, for more because at the end of the day he was only pasuk b'ches. And now, fine. So if I don't have to pay, it brings me back to zero. Okay, fine. So, but I didn't lose anything. I'm at zero. Why am I losing anything? Well, I'm at zero. I mean, the only question there becomes how about the materials and that. It could be you're causing me a loss. And I think he discussed that later. Is what if now the materials is a loss because of what you did? I think he might have a tiny there.
Okay, ve'im lo hitzchil adayin b'melocho und hat noch nicht angeheben. Yeah? Zu ton melocho.
Yeah.
Krak holoch laso is melachtoi. Is nur gegangen. Zu ton sein Arbeit.
Right, which like we said before, it's as if hischil, but it's not really hischil.
Like Holach, he just went there.
Right,
to
Holach.
do the
So
work.
Holach, we know it's already.
And Isiakro, Hamelocha, Bechozer Boy, Hakablan, Nimtza Shein Biad, Habalabai Schirus Michel Kablan Klum, because he didn't work.
Yeah. Which really is the same thing.
Yes, Melocha, רק שהולך לעשות מלאכתו וסייקרו מלאכה ונמצא דן ביד שהרי עדיין לא הזחיל כלל בעצם מלאכה אין הקבלן מפסיד אלא תוירך הליכוסי כיוון שאין תויפס משלוי ואין צורך לשלם לכיסוי.
So what's im ein tefes mishalei?
ואם לא הזחיל אדם
במלאכה. Tefes mishalei is he's talking about the clay melacha. If I have your clay melacha.
Yeah. Can I ask you? This is where again where
and by the way, it makes sense because you see again it looks like a double lashon, but it's not, and he's about to explain that because, right, that if he started the work, right. If he started the work and let's say the work was nisyakra to yud, not right. So then it depends. If I'm tefis your kli melacha, I can sell your kli melacha. If not, no. But if he didn't start the work yet, so which means I don't have your kli melacha, then nothing. I don't pay you, but I don't have any time.
שעדיין לא הזכיר כלל בעשיית מלאכה, right? He was chayzer. He went and he was chayzer, right? Who was chayzer? The Kabbalah himself was chayzer.
The Kabbalah was chayzer.
Einer kann mafsid ela toirech alichosei. Right? Kivan sheino toifes mishaloi, because he doesn't have his.
Right, he doesn't have his tools yet. He didn't start working. He didn't come yet.
Yeah, she'ein loi kelim shaloi.
Oh, this is interesting.
Shel hakablan yad abalabos.
Yeah.
Yeah. ומזה שכוסו כגוין שאינו טויפס משלוי, יש ללמוד הו אם תופס הבעל הבייס משל קבלון.
Here's the chiddush here.
אם התופס הבעל הבייס משל קבלון,
Here's the
אפילו
chiddush.
דובר שאינו מכלי ומנוסו, יוכל לקרוא לו מויסו תפיסה.
It's even not a tool from a tool of this job. Let's say he brought I don't know, he brought a duffel bag with clothing there. And it has nothing to do with the job. The balabos can even be taif as that.
Even if he didn't start working yet?
No, if he's already there and he already no, the whole point of
listen, right now he said something.
The whole reason of he didn't start working is implying because he didn't start working means he didn't bring his tools onto your property yet. So you don't have his tools. There's no tools to talk about.
Well, he went there. He walked there.
But it means he didn't. If he's unloading, that's working.
He didn't unload his stuff. That's what he said.
His stuff is in his van, so it's on his reshus still. It's not on your reshus yet.
It's mashma that if he put the stuff down, if he unloaded his van, he could take it, even if he didn't start working.
So that's clear. He's saying even more. He's saying afilu davar she'ein miklium nasei. Let's say he starts working, or he unloaded his stuff, and now he quits on you, and it's cost you more to finish the job. Not just you could take his saw and his drill.
Yeah.
You could take his thing, something that has nothing to do with the job. He put his necklace down, on the something. You can take that even.
Are you sure that if he didn't start work yet, but he got there, unloaded his stuff?
Yes and no. Meaning because if he brought his stuff there, then he already started working. That's what
because
he's saying. He's saying
Kivan she'ein tevis mishaloi. Look at the Lashon which he brings down over there.
His Lashon is he's assuming that since he didn't start working, his stuff hasn't been unloaded yet. That's all.
Kivan she'eino tevis mishaloi, because he didn't start working yet.
He didn't unload it yet. Right. So all you can do is not pay him. That's the most you can do for him.
And the chiddush
is afilu davar she'ein miklium.
Yeah, but this is not a chiddush only here. It means any case of teifes mishaloi, it doesn't mean to say miklium nosei.
Yeah. So he's saying from the Lashon mishaloi. From the Lashon Mishaloi is mashma that even not kliyum nosei, it could be anything of his that he brought there.
But this is not only a halacha over here that they could be even a duffel bag.
If meaning it would imply that anywhere where he says teifus Mishaloi.
Yeah.
That anywhere you'll find that Lashon.
It's a little bit schwer because in other Lashon it says the
that he uses that Lashon and he doesn't bring this.
No, he says kliyum nosei. He says, I remember
right.
That.
No, so that's his point. His point is where it says kliyum nosei means dafke kliyum nosei. That's his whole point here. That's where he's bringing his mashmos. Is here he doesn't say kliyum nosei.
Okay, I understand, but
he says mishaloi. So it's mashma that in this case dafke, in a case where it says kliyum nosei, it means only kliyum nosei.
Where do you draw the line? That's my question. Where do you draw the line?
Where you draw the line where the Lashon says mishalei.
I know, but over here, is it something a chumra yeseda over here?
It's a chum yeseda because he dropped out in middle.
And in all the other cases,
in the other case, he didn't start working yet. And the case he didn't start working yet. Oh, see, that's going to be the difference here. The difference here, he's
let's differentiate. Let's see.
Interesting. That's where his differentiation is. He's differentiating. He's saying if let's say the Kablan, right? Let's say he dropped off his stuff. Remember, let's say he did it for Mashiach to make a kinyan.
Yeah.
But he didn't start working yet. So if he didn't start working yet, you can only take Kliyum Nase that he dropped off.
Yeah.
If he started working, you can take Mishalei. Not just Kliyum Nase.
And over here he's saying, you tend to tell me that over here he's saying that it's Davka over here because he started working.
Yeah, because before, remember when he said Kliyum Nase before in the last if he was talking about Lei Hischel Aveda. So there it's Kliyum Nase only.
I mean, in a case of Teufels Mishaloi, das will er. Will sagen, also he wants to say, not be shot over here is not given Sheno Teufels Mishaloi. It doesn't mean to say that he didn't yet lay his hands on the kalim or unload the case. Since this is a case, of
this is a case he started working as opposed to the last time where in both cases he dropped it off.
Yeah.
But the thing is, so he's clarifying in that case,
because in that case,
let's say he dropped off also his personal clothes and it had his jewelry in there, something, a fancy watch. You can't, in the case he didn't start working, you can't be teifis that stuff. You can only be teifis kli malachte. But he started working. You can be teifis mishalei. You can take the watch. You can take whatever he brought there.
Can I ask a question? So in a case where he didn't work, he doesn't take anything, because it's in a case we start working, you take everything. So which case do you take only?
It would seem that because we had a case in the last time before he started working.
But get on the kinyan.
Yeah. He did Mashiach on the kalim. He has the kalim.
He didn't work. He didn't start working.
But he dropped his stuff off already.
He dropped his stuff over here.
So what he's explaining is if he didn't start, he's explaining here if he didn't start working, it doesn't mean he gets off scot-free on the extra amount. If you have kliyum nase, you can sell kliyum nase.
Yeah.
But nicht mehr.
Weil the kliyum nase hast du gegeben
zu sagen, is kosher ladavar. It's part of the job agreement, so to speak.
Right.
It has a shaykhus to this.
Because you committed yourself.
His personal stuff doesn't have a shaykhus to it. You can't take it. But if he's chil melacha,
then you put your rosh beruboy. Then everything.
Yeah. Now you're ready. I can take not just kliyum nase.
That makes sense. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay.
But so all of that was in Hukra. We spoke, but that's by a kablon in Hukra. Now what by a kablon in Huzla?
In Huzla sheyochel gam beis dindin. Right.
Why? Because Yod Yalel Yoina, like we saw by the Pale. Yod Yalel Yoina is in both cases, and Yod Yalach the way the smep puts it.
He was willing to pay 8 dinan for the job done.
Right.
So now, he cuts in midday. So I said, okay, we give you 4 dinan. Because you see, by a thing, always yoda atachtena.
Right. So even though the shach is not gonna like the but it's for a different reason he doesn't like it by a pile, because his time.
Okay,
why? Because his taina by the shach's taina by a pile is you're an hourly worker. I shouldn't have to pay you more than the hours you worked. But the smell of fishy tosei is very very consistent. By the pile in both Huzla and Hukra, it's going to be Yodi al Ilyayna, and by a kabel in both Huzla and Hukra, it's going to be Yodi al Tachtayna. His svar is very consistent across the board.
Right. It goes till the end on both.
Yeah, on both. Yeah.
So he's saying even though really he could be getting another 2 because he could be because the job done is going to be another 2, right? So he's saving 2.
Right, so you should pay him 6 because
So now
he's going to discuss the Ramah at the end. Remember where we had the Nesivis that the Balabais Achezer by Dinike Kablan Shiad al Tartaina. So now the Smeh is going to explain. And you remember we didn't know that's what we was talking about. We went in the Nesivis.
Yeah.
So now this is the Smeh. So this is the Smeh he pointed us to. This piece right here.
Right. So in a case where the Balabas was Chayzer on a Kablan, the same would apply, right?
Yeah.
Im
Huzla Melacha.
Im Huzla Amelocha v'yochel goimra beveis dinin.
So tzarich litin levav dinar and al mashasa. So now he will have to pay him 6. Why? Because the balabasi yodi ala tachtaina means he can never end up better than the 8. You're always going to end up right, just like.
Im Huzla Amelocha v'yochel goimra beveis dinin. Tzarich litin vav dinin al mashasa. Why he only did
Because
half of the
why?
job.
Why? Because yodi ala tachtaina. So yodi ala tachtaina means. Right? It means
of who? Of the
it means like this. It means like just like we said, if the Kablan pulled out, the Balabas should never have to pay more than 8, right?
Right.
The same thing, if the Balabas pulls out, he's not gonna he'll never have to pay less than 8. He's gonna have to always pay at least the 8.
Oh, so Yoda Tachtoina is also on the Balabas who's Chayzer on a Kablan.
Right. Yeah, he's Chayzer on a Kablan. Now you have to pay him the 6. Why? Because you are not going to end up at less than 8. And therefore he gets 6.
Veim Hukra? Zorich liten loy dalet dinrin.
Right. Even if it's going to cost you now, right?
Another extra 2.
Right. Doesn't make a difference. He's so meaning, so the Kablan, in the case that the Balabas pulls out, the Kablan will always get at least 4, and the Balabas will never get less than 8. He'll never do it at less than 8.
Yeah.
So it's the same thing again. It's very consistent. If the Balabas pulls out, it's going to be Yodi ala Tachtaina both ways. The Smeh, by the way, explains this beautifully, very clear.
Yeah. Also here, 1 second. Kan Amrinen Yodoi al Tachtoina shel Bal Habayis. Okay. And then he says, Veim Hukra Tzarchitan Daldinrin. Again,
right. No matter what, even no matter what it's going to cost,
he's going to lose. Even he's going to lose.
Right, even you're going to lose, you're going to pay him at least 4.
Yeah. Afilu shetzarich leshalem vav dinrin. Vav dinrin. Al החצי האחר. עד כאן לא של הטור. ועל פי דברים האלה נסבור לך דברי המחבר. ויסבור לך דהו דקוסו בחזורס הפועל שומי למה שעושו בנויטו. היינו...
Remember in the Mechaber it was a little bit confusing how he put it. So now this is what he told us. He told us he's going to bring us the words of the Tur, and which the Mechaber gets it from. Based on this, we'll be able to better understand the Mechaber.
היינו בדהוקרא המלוכה שחוזר במלאסויסו.
Right. So even though it's more expensive, he's still going to have to pay him based on the hours he worked.
The original price. That's the point.
Yeah. Valdara Shikosafti, like he just explained above by the Torah.
Who's looking? Right.
See, that's the Mechaber is very confusing how he explains it.
How does that work out? How does that work out? That in the case where the price went
down, because
if
it went down, right? Then he still has to he has to pay him vav according to the Smeh.
Yeah.
He's going to pay him vav then. Even though he only worked chatzi yom, he's going to pay him vav. Which, by the way, what he's doing is he's forcing the mechaber into his shita. Because the shach doesn't agree that that's what the mechaber.
I understand that. 1 second. Hainu shemechashev ma kama yale loy v'chatzi hayom hasheni, and then umoisif be'im pochois moisif le lapoyel bechatzi lishon. Yeah, I think I understand that.
Yeah,
I understand that.
He's touching up the mechaber the way he understands the Torah.
That's when you go to the extreme, both ways. It's the may who mishum urcha de milsa, but not necessarily. He's saying that
meaning what's urcha de milsa? Urcha de milsa is because meaning if you hired me at $10 an hour, and now the market price went down to $8, why am I going to leave? I'd be stupid to leave.
Yeah.
I locked you in at $10, and now the price are $8. What, I'm going to leave when the market went down? When you already guaranteed me a higher price. So that's like urcha de milsa is usually it's b'dehukra that somebody's going to leave, not you know.
Very good.
Okay, I actually have to go because it's time for Gezin to Hate Street.
What is that?
It's
Farbrengen with the puppet.
Farbrengen with a puppet, yeah. Chassidus, the good name.
What puppet?
Well, go explain to my father, okay?
You have to see it to understand it.
Laat me dir fragen nach Scheile. Was meint karaoke? Was ich weiß nicht wegen davon.
Oh, karaoke means it's very simple. For example, we put on music, right?
Put on Mordechai Ben David.
Right, there's a big screen, and on YouTube. Well, you could either just put on if you know the words, you could put on any music video, but they even have ones that they made already for Jewish karaoke. So it'll have this just the music playing without Mordechai Ben David, and they pulled out Mordechai Ben David's voice.
You be the voice,
and it shows you the words on the screen where they come. And you have a microphone, and you're also on the speaker, and you're singing Mordechai Ben David's part.
Very nice.
To his music.
I think I done that once by one of my grandchildren's bar mitzvah. I think they put Mordechai Ben David's.
So that's karaoke.
I sit in darkness.
Yeah, a good oldie.
Buddy. You should know that song came out when I was a bach in Morristown. In Lamed Zayin, Lamed Vav, Lamed Zayin, their place went crazy. You could hear people, the Bachim singing it. It was very Lebedik. Before that, you should know, before he came along, before Mordechai Ben David came along, it was very, very low key music. Jewish music.
Yeah, there was like the rabbi's sons and Karlbach.
They were very even. You had Rottenberg. What do you call it?
A.B. Rottenberg, but he
A.B.
wasn't.
Rottenberg, who's very good. But
what A.B. Rottenberg was that early on in already in Lamed Vav?
Him and Mordechai ben David b'schus that the mesamech libum shel Yisrael the marich yomim.
Yeah.
How old do you think that this Mordechai ben David must be approaching 80?
No, quite. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
No question.
If
I
he's not there,
think, and his father also, David Werdiger. I think he was almost.
Yeah,
100.
I remember when he went.
yeah, he was close to 100, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He sings very well, Mordechai ben David. As old as he is, he sings very nicely.
You remember when he was a gabbai in Rivnitz or not?
I don't. When he was a Gabbai in Ribnitz, I remember hearing about it. Yes, but we were.
In Muncie, you don't remember him there, no?
I didn't go to Muncie when I was a bocher. I could have gone to the Ribnitz.
No, when he was our neighbor. During Tzedeva.
No, he was long gone. Long gone.
He no longer the gabbai.
He was the Gabbai when he was in Seagate.
Right.
When Ribnitz was in Seagate, not when he was in.
But I'm sure he kept the connection. He kept up even despite.
Of course. But I think when he came here, I think that the Satmar Chevra got hold of him. You know, they took care of him. You know, Mereshisa Bet Seife. Anyway, Rabbi, so was bleibt auf morgen? Was willst du tun?
So I think we should try to do like maybe like 10 to 12 or 9:30. Sorry, 10 to 11 or 9:30 to 11.
Yeah, I won't be able to do more than an hour tomorrow because
so let's do 10 to 11.
I'm going away for Shabbos also, so you know.
Fine. So if we can do 10 to 11, would be very good.
That would be gewaldig. Okay.
And I think we can finish this in an hour. I think we can finish this eve.
It's mamish geknackt. I don't know if I ever understood this as well. I mean, I basic poshte havana in these Sachen is.
It's and not just that. It's also when I believe in the shir we sort of zoom through you have to really if you're not understanding the smed, the shach, not just smed, the shach, and the nesivus and the pischei tshuva, what then we didn't understand the thing.
I want to tell you something. This was rushed, this chelik, because the week before was the what do you call it? The Shulchan convention or there was something. No, he had a baby.
Yeah.
So but I didn't. By that year, I blanked out because I didn't understand much. I mean,
but Bichlal, a lot of the times it used to be he used to spend more time.
Yeah,
I think he used to spend more time on the. It's also because he's not teaching it according to his own. They have their sessions, and he has to and really, if he would just explain fast to me, if he would spend less time in the Torah B'S Yosef and more time in the Smet and the Shach, I think would be helpful. Yeah. Even though it's very good, the Torah B'S Yosef gives you the basis for everything, but you only have time for this or that. So then Mechabra Mashach Smeh.
Yeah, but like for example, the Smeh that we did today, if you didn't look at the B'S Yosef ever, it's like Chinese,
Yeah, that's true.
It's a lot of pratim. It's a lot of pratim over there.
Right. Yeah.
Okay, lass mich so neu reden im Mittwoch morgen. 10 Säge wird man sich stellen lernen. Okay?
Good. Very good.
A größer Yeshekoyach. Al Koponim Leil Shishi hat man mit keinem Gewinn bemiktes.
No, the
mix of Yosef.
No, but the good thing with this chavrusa is it's not only limudat Torah, it's doch a verbringen nechet.
Yeah, of course.
So
I want you to know when I was in Kfar Chabad. Have you been to Kfar Chabad ever or not?
I was 2 years there in yeshiva.
You know the Sifriya upstairs. Yeah. So Thursdays we used to make Turkish coffee and cigarettes. I used to smoke. I used to smoke like a.
Okay. By the way, in my years, we did the same thing. This was already. We're talking about that. It was already in Nun Vav Nun Zayin.
Wow, 17 years later.
And we have same thing. And if we could get it, we'd get with the cafe Turkey im hell.
Sure. The back cover was strong. It was cooked in a small kettle. Remember with the handle?
Yeah, finjan.
John, yeah. Wow, that was.
I have my brother knew how much I liked it. What's it called? My brother bought me a finjan, so I have a finjan I make a coffee with.
And that with cigarettes. I'm
Oh,
telling you, we went to mit der doch gegangen Blätter von Gemorre and Chassidus.
This is we would do what's it called, when especially we had like a fire hair coming up, either for shchita or for smicha. We would sit, we would do like the all-nighters, and plus we had constant this cafe Turkey and cigarettes.
That's it. Anyway, this is what gives us koyach to do this now.
Yeah.
As mit gelernt in Temchet Mimim gibt es uns koyach of Yitzter.
Yeah. The whether it was the Schwarze Kasher or the Schwarze coffee, but
the point was that we were anybody who ate Gashmis from Temchet Mimim with Yoine given the Ruchnius.
100%.
Okay. You see, we verbring a little bit also.
Yeah, but by us, 30% of the whole thing is verbringen. So.
Baruch Hashem. Baruch Hashem. Anyway, Mitzvah Shem morgen wird man lernen, okay?
Good. Very good. Okay,